What is up? Hey, Thunder Nation, I need to change the screen, Jay. This is Thunder Talk, Jay. If you can change that screen, guys. The Thunder just maybe the biggest win in their franchise history because this really sets you up, guys. 112-105. They pulled one out tonight when the Joker was unbelievable. Jay, you called it. You said he'd probably go for 40 and 20. He went 44 and like 15. He was unbelievable. The Thunder still win, and all the naysayers about Lou Dort, I guess he kind of stepped up and helped them in this. And hey, massive kudos to SGA in the fourth quarter because not only did he score, he made several really good passes from inside the free throw line. And Jay, once he made a couple of passes, he then did not get as much double team and triple team that he was able to cook one-on-one. This was a massive win, man. Unbelievable, guys.
Couple things that want to talk about. I didn't love the shots, but Lou Dort was huge fourth quarter. He made some he kept him in the game fourth quarter. The other thing, Jalen Williams on his defense on Jokic was really good. And he was in there for a good part of the fourth quarter on that run. And he has really high energy on defense too. So that was good. And then the other thing, I saw a couple of comments about Westbrook. Westbrook's air balls, you got to let him shoot it. There was a stretch in the fourth quarter when the Thunder made their run that, to be honest, Denver had some good looks. They just couldn't knock him down. And OKC knocked their shots down, and that's the difference in the game.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, Jerm, I said it 2 nights ago about Jokic.
You did. I'm going to give you credit on that.
He can go off at any time. And
Jay, he did.
That fadeaway three, goodness.
He was unbelievable. I'll also say OKC didn't defend him as well. They didn't. To me, he got 3 or 4 wide open threes where they left him. But Jay, you also said OKC was too young and they won 2 straight close games in big time moments.
Jeremy,
SGA played. First off, Bagman, we don't play the game, bud. Bagman, we don't play. Y'all got lucky. I don't play the game. I'm a Thunder fan. It was a massive win. They stepped up when they needed to. SGA got it going in the fourth quarter, was phenomenal. But Lou Dort, Jay, I'm going to tell you this, and all the Thunder fans that are in the chat right now, all the Thunder fans that are in the chat can attest to this. Probably every one of you at the 9:20 mark when Lou Dort came in the game, you were ripping your eyes out to Mark Dagnall. Why is he doing it? And it ended up working. And by the way, one thing I said about Dort, Jay, you can attest to it before we got on here. You can attest to it yesterday. Ask Hunter, ask Jackson. I said, anyone who's wanting Lou Dort benched better watch out because they're going to need him against Anthony Edwards. He's the best defender they got, and I can't wait to see him against Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, well, that's going to be the matchup. They're going to close that series out with that if Curry's not playing for sure. But hey, this is
please, Eric, the joke is you saying that it's only the Joker.
Murray's really good.
Jamal Murray's been phenomenal. Aaron Gordon's
really
been great.
Murray's really good, and Gordon's good, but they don't have a bench. That's their problem. They have 0 bench. I mean, the Thunder bench tonight. Hey guys, the Thunder bench tonight didn't even play that well, and they still outscored the Nuggets bench by like probably 20 points. I mean, there's just no comparison.
Do I want Dort jacking up? Hey, you can ask anyone on here. I said if Dort's open, I want him shooting it every time. Yes. Hey. Otherwise, you don't play him.
And,
what's up, Jackson?
I don't know if you guys have given your overall thoughts of the game or if you just been responding to comments yet, but Thunder back-to-back games, they've out-executed the Nuggets down the stretch. You talk about the growth of a young team. I mean, you've seen it. They've gotten the experience now with all these close games. So I think you feel a lot more confident as a Thunder fan. J-Dub had a horrible game, but he hit that open three.
That was a big one.
Hey, hold on, Jeremy. I'll get to you in a second. The Thunder, they absolutely needed Lou Dort. He is the reason they won this game.
Well, him and SGA in the fourth.
But Dort's ability to find the three-point shot, and if he can hit 35% of his threes, even
he was 40-something on the year, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think it was like 41 maybe. It's crazy to me that how he just disappeared for so long, and maybe that could be what he needs to get.
It could be, but one of the best things he did is he made the extra pass at the end of J-Dub, who made the three. I thought there was a lot that you can talk about, Jay and Jackson, that was big down the stretch. But Darren Johnson, I had it in the comment earlier. Darren Johnson has an elite point. Jokic and Murray did not sit. They got a quick turnaround again. OKC win it in Denver. I'll be at the airport on Thursday night to welcome them home. I promise you that.
Hey guys, a couple of things here is I think.
Oh, sorry, Jay.
I think the Thunder winning these last two games. These games have been better for them as a team since they've had to come. I mean, you had the game in Denver. They were down 8 in the fourth quarter. This game, were they down 10 or 11 fourth quarter, I think, maybe.
12.
12. And so for them to fight back and get these wins in crunch time, I think it really helps. I'm going to say the youth because I think it does help you in experience in these type of situations. What you saw tonight, most of the game was a team like Denver who's been there, done that. Murray and Jokic just dominate.
KC, I'm very happy we wore that. I'm happy we didn't go city court. I'm happy we went with that. I love it. Now, my 10-year-old son put the same jersey on he had 2 nights ago. It's the Magic jersey. Put it on at halftime. It did the job.
Hey, Jeremy, I actually think the Thunder play on Friday night because they get the extended break in between games 5 and 6. So actually, they'll get back on Friday night.
I was thinking it was Thursday.
No, because they get the long break that every team gets in the second round in conference finals.
Jokic wasn't wearing down because he was still making shots.
Yeah, I think it's going to be huge because both teams, they're going to get a full day of rest. I think now Nikola Jokic, some of the shots he hits tonight.
Hey, I thought the game was Thursday.
It is Thursday. Jackson doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I was like, what's he talking about?
Goodness, dude.
All right, I'm sorry. Is game 7 then with the 3-day break?
No, they don't always have a 3-day
break.
They don't always have a 3-day break.
Hey, Eric, I'm not going to respond all night to comments that I just don't want to respond to. Yes, Jokic was tired, as was a lot of players. Lou Dort was exhausted. But listen to me. You can't blame it that Jokic was tired when he made a fadeaway dipsy-do three-pointer with about 2:40 left in the game.
Hey, guys, listen. This game was won in the fourth quarter. This game was won in the fourth quarter. Denver went really cold shooting. I mean, they had better looks in the fourth quarter than they had the rest of the game, and they just missed them. I mean, Murray had some good looks. There was one possession they had 3 really good looks. 2 of them were 3-pointers, and they didn't knock them down. And the difference was the Thunder knocked their shots down in the fourth quarter. And hey, one thing I really liked what Shai did, there was a couple of possessions down the stretch. One specifically, the pass to J-Dub. You also had, I believe, the pass to iHeart, and then he passed it to somebody else for a bucket. And he did pass it a little bit better out of the zone in that double team. But the other thing is this, the start of the second half, he went to the rim hard and got some easy buckets for him. And so he played a really good second half. You got to give SGA credit there. But this game to me was also one with the Thunder's defense there in the fourth quarter. I love the way I know he didn't stop him all the time, but I do think Jalen Williams, Arkansas Williams, I think he affects Jokic a little bit more than iHeart and Chet. I think
physically Jokic was tired. I don't understand Jokic was really tired. It doesn't mean that's why they lost.
Sure, he's tired. But
a lot of players were tired. It's a dumb take to say Jokic was tired. That's why they lost.
He practically played the whole entire game. But I do think that the Thunder right now, they for sure have all the momentum in the series. After they won Game 4 to win in that kind of fashion, you kind of just felt, it's kind of like even tonight the Thunder. They were just a couple plays away from seizing the momentum in the game because although they were down by 9, 10, 11, and even 12, it was like, guys, just don't do the dumb things you're doing and you're going to win this game.
To me, Jackson, I didn't get that feeling until they got it to 2 or 3. Hey, this was Denver. Hey, first off, El Sombra, I want to say thanks for the super. We appreciate the support of the channel here. This was Denver's game, he says. They're like 30-2 whenever Jokic and Murray combined for 70-plus points and 15-plus assists. this was a big growth moment for our lads. I agree. Huge moment for the Thunder in the growth process that Mark Daigneault has been talking about the entire postseason. This is another kind of feather in the cap that they can add and say, look, we can win tough games. And Eric, Murray had far more than 5 points, I believe, in the second half. Third quarter alone, he had like 9 straight, didn't he?
He had a really good third quarter, I thought. And that was the second quarter. Maybe that was second quarter.
No, that was third quarter with Jordan.
Hey, guys. Jackson, real quick. You're right about the 3-game break for game 7 will be Sunday. Hey, the thing is, I think Thunder need to win this in Denver. Because you don't want Jokic coming back to town. He can just you don't want it to happen. You need to go take care of business. Listen to this stat real quick. And y'all are talking about a little bit. Jokic, 44 minutes. Christian Brown, 43 minutes. Jamal Murray, 42 minutes. You got to get him next game. And you got to jump on him early. But got to win it, I think, next game.
And
win by the Thunder.
And Jay, to talk about the playmaking of Shai tonight, I think it's whenever the Thunder were down by 2 to tie it. Shai, he split the double team of the zone at the top of the key, and then he got to the high post area, and then he threw the alley-oop to Hart whenever he slammed it down. It was a tie game, and I think I think Shai in the second half, he looked the best in what he's looked the whole entire series.
Well, and let's hope that
I'm trying to look it up. How many he had in the – how many did Shai have in the fourth quarter, and how many Murray have in the second half? Because I know it was more than 5 points.
Shai's 3-pointer he made at the end, hopefully that gets him going. That might have been his first 3 since like game 1 or 2. I mean,
hey Jay, how was he so open on that 3 though? SGA.
Well,
they all chased after Dort. They chased after Dort.
Yeah, they did chase after Dort a little bit. Dort, hey, I'll say this: if you're in the Discord, you know this. If you're not, what are you waiting on? Join up, join the unlimited membership, get in the Discord. But there were a lot of us talking in the Discord, and I'm just going to be flat out honest and transparent. A lot of people saying, "Go get Giannis." This team, they need another piece, and then they get the win. I think I even said on there, but I'll say it again. I'll say this again. I've said it before. I've said trade Dort in the future just because he was huge tonight. Fourth quarter, he was massive, but
he's a D.
He wasn't very good.
Dort. Hey, game 6 and game 7s, Dort usually plays his best. That's how it's been every time he's been on the Thunder, guys.
Hey, Jackson and Jay, one of the biggest plays of the all night. OKC misses a shot. It's going out of bounds. Dort out hustles everyone to the corner. Slaps it in bounds. He also had 3 or 4 elite closeouts on their 3-point shooters late. He was all over the place with hustle, and then his shot started coming. It's one of the ugliest shots in the NBA, but it was going in.
Hey, guys, real quick. Talon brings up a good point. You talk about inconsistent. That guy is so – when he's on, you can't stop him. When he's not, he looks bad, and he has a funky looking shot, I think. Hey,
it's such a high release point.
It's a high jump shot too. It's just different. The other thing is the Thunder tonight. I'm trying. Let me get the exact stat total here. I want to make sure I say it right. But Thunder tonight, 29 3-pointers. They shot 41%. That's better than they've been shooting in the 40s as far as how many shots they're shooting from 3. They did drop it down a little bit tonight.
How many 3-point makes did they finish with?
They were 12 of 29 from 3.
Okay,
Denver was 13 of 46. So
the Thunder were 6 of their last 9 for 3 because
they got hot down the stretch.
They were 6 for 20.
The other thing we haven't talked about, Holmgren had a couple of deflection blocks that were big down the stretch. A couple of them really affected 2 shots, I think, down the stretch. I thought Holmgren was good tonight, guys. I know he had a lot of jump.
Real quick, I just looked, guys.
He was
Jamal Murray made 6 baskets in the third quarter alone. So that was not the second quarter. It was the second half. He was on fire. He had way more than 5 points in the second half.
Third quarter, he got hot, I thought.
He had about 14 in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you think? There's one thing that I still wish Daigneault would do. I wish he would go to the bench earlier. Both halves, it's like 8 minutes into the quarter before anybody comes in. And I think you could get somebody. I think Walls could get in there a little bit. Hey, you know who could be undersung play of the game? Caruso, man. The guy's scoring points.
I didn't think it was Caruso's best outing, but he did attack. He was attacking.
He had double digits in points, though, Jeremy. He made his threes.
Did he finish with 13 points? Is that correct? Is it 13 or 15 or 11? Something like that.
Caruso had 13 points. I thought he did pretty well shooting the 3 ball.
The Thunder were terrible on the glass today. They were terrible on the glass.
Well, overall, though, they only get beat by 5 rebounds. Which
is crazy, but they had 5 or 6 chances.
They were down by 12 at halftime in the rebound.
Oh, yeah.
15-7 offensive rebounds.
Those air balls by Russ were elite. I loved it.
Those were – that second one he shot, that thing wasn't even within 5 feet of the rim.
Hey, dude. Fan stop, by the way, if you're new with us because it's a Thunder talk and you're here for Thunder – you do need to check out the Fan Stop at thefanstop.com. They have great Shirt of the Month clubs, all kinds of universities on there. Get on there and sign up for your favorite university. Use code SURGE, get 10% off the first 3 months. Fan Stop says Denver came out in the third quarter.
Oh, sorry.
And tried to finish the series, but couldn't. And they chose to go with Jokic the entire fourth quarter because they have no bench. It's one of the advantages OKC has had. And OKC wins it. Jay, there was another big play. Chet Holmgren, fadeaway baseline jumper, and iHeart gets a putback.
Yeah, that was massive. That was big. Hey, I see people talking about Westbrook, and if I'm any Oklahoma City Thunder defender, I am not getting close to him. His shot looks so bad right now. He's in a slump. Your other guy from the bench, Watson, he was in foul trouble. They couldn't play him much either. He had 4 fouls pretty early. So.
And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say this right now. I'm sure Eric's going to come at me in the chat for it. But, I think that Nikola Jokic, I don't know if I've ever seen a player that is foul baiting worse than him. It's worse
he is phenomenal. 44. Look, you can say what you
yes. No,
Jackson.
He's the best player in the world. He's foul baiting off the ball so hard by jumping into people.
Hey, but Jackson, that's the NBA now, and that's what I was getting ready to say. It is very hard to watch some things in the NBA. SGA was doing it early. Now the difference was SGA he's trying to get that drive and push like he got all year. You're not going to get it in the NBA playoffs. But Jay, what kills me the most, and I played basketball. What kills me more than anything, guys. You all right, Jackson?
Yeah, this comment. I'm sorry.
Hey, what kills me more than anything is the example of like Jamal Murray on the just blatant illegal screen, and then he throws his hands up like that. The illegal screens nowadays, you should call them every time there is one because they're all over the place on both sides.
Hey, we got Platone on the line. What's up, Platone 20?
Hey guys, I gotta admit I was completely wrong about the Thunder. All season long, I kept thinking the regular season, great regular season team. I just don't trust them enough to be clutch. And the first part of the series, it played out just as I feared. Denver wins 2 clutch games that we couldn't finish, and then now we win 2 in a row. It's making a believer out of me. Now I don't know. I still don't, know if they're going to win a championship, but I think they've overcome that hump for me. And if we don't get it this year, I have a lot of confidence that this experience will play out next year and we'll go even further. I also just want to say that the rebounding really stuck out to me because there was times when Denver was like doubling up our rebounds, but I think we out-rebounded them in the fourth because that's the only way we got so close. We were only by 5. That was a massive, difference in the third quarter. We were getting completely punked for a while, and it was in the fourth quarter where we made a huge amount of ground on rebound. So to me, it just shows, they're different than I thought. I was wrong. I thought they would fold. I thought this game was over in the third quarter, and so I was wrong about that.
And where I think you saw a lot of growth from this team, especially as you said, was their ability to finally in the second half. I don't know what took so long, but the Thunder, I think, finally have figured out some things that work against the zone defense. It took 5.5 games or whatever, but it's the fact that if he's getting into that high mid-post area, getting to his spots instead of settling for the step back threes, I don't care what anyone says. Shai's step back three when he's at the top of the key is maybe the worst shot anyone can take on the team. I'm absolutely not a fan of it.
There's a lot of other guys I don't want to
The
shoot.
word, come on, Jackson, please.
Well, all right, but
I don't want iHeart shoot.
Okay. I didn't even take him into account.
I mean, there's other guys too.
But to me, that's a fourth shot because Shai is one of the best in the league at attacking the basket and getting to spots. And when he's settling, he's helping the opposing team out.
Hey, but do you know why he got? Do you know why he got more one-on-one looks late? Do you guys know that? It's because they came back because he was passing the ball, and they realized we can't just let him pass the ball to these guys.
Yeah. Hey, let's
Hey,
get to
we got Corey. I have not heard from Corey in a long time. Welcome back, Corey.
What's up, Corey?
What's up, boys?
What's up, man? Thunder up.
Thunder up. I just wanted to get on here and, tell y'all hi and hope y'all are doing well. And
Were you at the game?
No, I wish.
Yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? Big game, though. Good win.
Too expensive.
Very
112, not too bad. Hey, if you had to say, Jay, I mean, and I'll ask Corey this, I'll ask anyone in the chat. Was anyone happy when Dort came in at 9-minute mark?
I mean, I wasn't.
I wasn't.
No.
I'd like to see Wallace.
Yeah. Or even Caruso.
I agree.
It was huge. It was huge. Dort, man.
He was
I tell you,
massive.
the best thing about, besides the threes, what you got to love about Dort is the hustle that he provided. Instant physicality, energy, hustle, everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks
Hey,
for the
thanks,
call,
Corey.
Corey.
Good to hear from you.
Good to hear
no
from you,
problem.
man. Take care.
Y'all have a
man.
good one.
You too. Casey Carter
You
was
got to win
okay
it in
for it.
6. You got to win it in 6, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, I know. I do not want Jokic back in Oklahoma City.
No.
That fadeaway three. Okay, let me ask
Overshot.
You knew he was going to make the shot when he shot it.
Let
too.
me ask you guys this, in your opinion.
It's over Chad.
Do you agree he's the best player in the NBA?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Hey.
he's not even close to most
Hey.
athletic. Best
Hey,
player,
not-
yes.
He's
You
not
wanna
going to
know
win
what?
MVP, but
Hey,
he's
hey, do you want to know something with Jokic? Give him 2 more years. He's going to have the argument for maybe the greatest center to ever play the game of basketball. He might already have that argument.
Ron, what do you think? Ron wants me to ask him. What do you think, Ron? He's. I mean, what he does is it's so difficult because
Possible.
he can pass, he can shoot, he can back. When he gets a smaller guy on him, he just backs straight down and lays it in. It's crazy.
He can even go off the dribble too. It's impressive.
Hey, one thing that, and look, Jokic was elite tonight. On the same hand, I'm going to say, in the same breath, I'm going to say, OKC did not defend him as well as they have been. Now, part of it is the adjustments Adelman, and I'll just say not Adelman, Jokic made, which was spin out of it quicker. He really tried to get Chet on him more from the start. I thought the weak side help from SGA, from Dort at times, from Jada, from Chet was pretty slow to get there. So, and then they left him on threes wide open 3 or 4 times. So
Well,
he was elite, and I don't think they defended him as well either.
yeah, and Jeremy, I do agree that maybe they weren't as aggressive on the backside of him, and they did switch more on him. But Jokic is so good; he's gonna have monster games. Like he's done it against almost every single team in the NBA. He's that good of a player. It doesn't matter how good a defense you play on, guys. It's the same thing with even a player like Steph Curry when he's healthy. There's nights where you can play almost perfect defense and the dude's just still going to hit tough shots.
Hey, the Thunder tonight, the big thing was they won the game. And like SGA had, 31 or whatever.
SGA was so good in the fourth.
I still don't think the second player, J-Dub, I mean, Chet was decent, but they needed one of those guys to go off one of these games.
I agree, but what J-Dub did is, again, the last 2 games, he hasn't been great, but he has been great the last 2 minutes.
And that's it. And I'm gonna admit I've been very hard on the Thunder. Y'all know this. I've picked Denver to win this series. I'm not changing. I'm not changing. I'm still picking Denver probably. So,
but Jay, is it because if they lose, is it because of youth?
Listen. Let me finish what I was going to say. Is even tonight, I felt like the Thunder, they got out to that first lead up 10 or 11, And then once Denver got the lead, I felt like the Thunder kind of tightened up a little bit. But I will give it up to the Thunder. Both last two games in the fourth quarter, they didn't play tight at the very end. They didn't play tight down the stretch. They made the game-winning
So
play.
can you stop with the youth stuff?
It's still a young team, but they're growing up. They're growing up. I'll say that.
But they're not losing because of youth. They're winning. They're winning with their youth.
They're getting over the hump right now, Jeremy. You're right.
That's part of it.
Hey, we got Austin on the line. What's up, Austin?
Hello,
How are you?
So
man. What a game! That third
Crazy.
quarter. Well, that third quarter had me nervous. The Nuggets could not miss, and we were down 12. And then the fourth quarter, I must admit, when Dort came in, I was like, "Oh no!" But he got hot, and
Threes, yeah.
yeah, that's the thing with Dort is that at any moment he can get hot. He's like a home run hitter, where when he's cold, but when he's on, man, those were nice threes. And I think those threes got us back in the game. Our defense settled in. SGA was good in the fourth.
That's right. Every one of those things is true because without Dort's threes, you don't get back in the game. And without Dort was not only making threes, he was locking Murray up in the fourth.
Right, yeah. Yeah, and but these last two wins were really because what I was nervous about was can the Thunder win close games? And they've shown that they can come back in the fourth twice and win these close, hard-fought games, which is what the playoffs are all about. You're not going to win by 50, although that is fun.
Yeah, it is. It is fun, but this is what happens in the playoffs. Games
Right.
come down to the wire in the fourth quarter.
Mhm.
You gotta make plays. Your stars have to show up at the end of the game. And J-Dub
Yep.
made a big three in the clutch moment, and Shea was
He
good
did.
down the stretch, and they won the game.
Yep. And we got to close it out in Denver. I don't want to go back home for a game 7.
Yeah, but I would agree with Stillerman who said earlier, like, yeah, it'd be nice to close out in Denver, but if you come home, you do have the advantage being at home. But I don't want to
Yeah.
go.
You don't want a game
Nope.
7. You don't want a
Nope.
game 7.
No,
Close it out
Hey,
now
thanks.
and get some rest.
that's
That's
right.
right.
Thanks,
Appreciate the
Austin,
call,
for the
Austin.
man.
Yep,
Hey.
thank you.
Appreciate
Hey,
it.
918 and Jackson, I want to hear your take on this, but I'm telling you right now, if I'm a Thunder fan, I'd much rather playing the Pacers than the Knicks.
no.
Yeah,
No.
me too.
This,
I'm with you,
let me
Jeff.
finish why, and then you can say why on you. First off, Brunson, Towns, Bridges. I just think personally they got a little more experience than the Pacers. I'll take Miles Turner all day long and Halliburton. Lock them up. Knicks is the one you don't want to face, in my opinion.
I agree, Jeremy.
Jackson, go ahead.
For me, I would rather not face Indiana
Why?
because I'll tell you why. One, the Knicks have no rim protection at all, and they have 4 offensive guys that are a non-offensive threat. And so, I
But
mean,
they have dogs when it matters.
They have Josh Hart can't do anything on offense. Mitchell Robinson can't do anything.
Josh Hart gets about 10 rebounds, 8 assists a game. He's a great role player.
Cameron Payne. I mean,
Well, he's not any good, but hey, I saw Crystal's take about Dort, guys. If he gets hot, he's shooting make or miss. Hey, guess what, Crystal? He's shooting anything make or miss right now. It doesn't matter if he's hot. He's been shooting all series. He's been bad until tonight.
I think if the Thunder get by Denver and get by Minnesota, so I
They
think
should
it
win it
wins.
all.
No, I think the Knicks could beat the Thunder. I don't think Indiana can beat the Thunder.
I agree.
I don't think Indiana has beaten the Thunder 4 out of 7. I think the Knicks could.
Hey, we got to talk more about SGA because I've been very critical of him the last game and a half. I was critical of him in the last game. I got ripped for it on here. I was critical of him all first half, almost first 3 quarters, because of one, I thought he was playing lazy on defense. I mean, he was up against Murray once. He just pretty much grabbed him, okay? I didn't think he was passing well out of the double teams. He all that I take away because the fourth quarter he was elite. So kudos to SGA for playing like the player he was all season. I'm going to call it like it is. When they're bad, I'm going to say it, and when they're good, I'm going to say it, Jay.
Yeah, they were good down the stretch, man. It's all you can say. I mean, another game they were down double digits, and I think a lot of people in the fourth quarter, I was one of them. I thought that game was over when they got down 12 points. I didn't think they were coming back from that. And in my opinion, I'm with you. The number one reason they came back tonight, Dort hit about 3 threes in about a 2-minute span, and that changed the game completely on its head. That was it. Dort was the guy that changed the game tonight. And I'll say Arkansas Williams. I think Arkansas Williams, people talk about the one where him and Jokic were kind of grabbing each other. Jokic went over him and got tied up. And I think Williams was just thinking,
He didn't let go.
Well, if Williams pulls out of that, it's a foul. If he pulls out of that, then they're going to call a fouling. So I think he just stood there like this, and he got the call. It could have gone either way, but I like him a lot. I think he also had a couple times he got the ball, didn't force a three, had a good extra pass, and got a layup. One was to Chet down low, probably like 4 minutes left in the game. So he's giving him some key minutes right now. And that's big. It's letting Ihart and Chet get a little bit of rest.
Hey, I see a little personal. No one should be making personal attacks in the chat.
Yeah,
Please
stay clean.
or we will be banning. We're not going to put up with personal attacks.
Yeah, this is right. Talon's right on this. That they went ice cold, man, and they didn't make a field goal.
And they had good looks, guys. They had
good looks. Sometimes it's about making the ball go to the hoop, and it didn't happen tonight.
You want to know what's, I mean, in my opinion, a statement that I don't think is going to sound crazy to either of you guys to say. J. Will is a starting center on half the teams in the NBA. Probably.
No, he's not.
Really? I think J. Will is really good.
Starting center.
I think he's good. But
he's not better than Durant from Detroit.
Well, okay, that's one center. You can't tell me 15 centers think that.
He's not better than a Brook Lopez.
Hey, what'd y'all think of Dagnall tonight? What do you think of his rotations and everything?
You know what? I'll tell you what. I'm a fan of it because it's not the normal stuff anymore.
I agree, Jackson.
Same rotation it has been.
I'm going to say
Jackson.
something.
He's changing it up, Jackson. He's changing it up.
Hey, I'm going to say something because I'll admit I was wrong on this. The coach for Denver, he's kind of surprised me a little bit.
I like him talking. Like I hear him in the huddle.
I didn't expect much out of him, but there's a couple of things tonight he did. They started off, they were down 12-2. He called timeout. The next 4 positions, they almost got left. They went right into the paint instead of shooting threes. And I think he's doing a pretty good job. I did not expect it from him. I was like, who's this guy? But I think he's doing pretty well.
I just hope what SGA did in the fourth carries over now, because that's the SGA we've all been expecting, especially after regular season. I think Dort and SGA, but SGA down the stretch, he had the 3-point play, he had the 3-point basket, he had the drive. Like, to me, it's probably SGA. Now, they wouldn't have been there without Dort, but SGA down the stretch was it. That's who I think it is.
Yeah, I think SGA and Dort both could have the argument for MVP. I think that Alex Caruso at points, he even kept them in the game. So I think, I wouldn't say there's just one player. And what you're going to see is these great teams, Shai said it after the game, this is a team sport. Different guys are going to have to step up at different times and make plays. As long as you get the job done, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I'm trying. Daniel says, you mean coach, no David? Are people calling him that or what?
Mm-hmm. Big shots from Caruso, big extra passes from several Thunder in the fourth quarter. Hey, one great call out from Mark Dagnall was after halftime, the first possession OKC gets, they put Chet Holmgren at the high post, about time against the zone. Yeah. They hit him at the high post. He alley-oops Hartenstein. That's there all night, guys. I'm just letting you know it's there all night.
Hey, and I have something to ask you guys. If the Thunder are to win the championship and Shai is to win, let's say, finals MVP and have a great finals, where does he rank in your guys' opinions among all-time OKC Thunder players?
Wait, they win the finals, he's the best player of all time.
Okay.
Jackson, if the Thunder win their first NBA championship of all time and SGA is great, he's better than KD. And
No, I agree, Jeremy.
I was a Thunder. I mean,
yeah, I was going to say
Well,
the same thing.
You may be too young. You may be too young for this, Jackson. How old were you when KD was there?
Well, let's see. He left in 2016, so I was like 10, 11.
I mean, don't forget they had a chance to close out Golden State, and they just
No, trust me.
if you remember that
game 6,
him and Westbrook just went
play.
especially
Maybe.
KD.
Yeah, basically KD just so. I like Adelman's dad when he coached the Kings when they had C-Web and J-Dub. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Daniel thinks they're 1 year away from winning. Well, if they don't win it, look, now, then maybe I'm assuming you're thinking maybe Minnesota's going to get him or the Knicks. Look, Minnesota made the Western Conference Finals last year. That's a fact. They've got everyone back. Julius Randle's playing really good. He's shooting well from 3. They're a tough matchup because they're long and athletic. They got a lot of bigs. They got long athletic bigs. I do think, of course, the Thunder have the home court advantage, and that is going to be an absolute fun series.
Well, you got to get there first. I mean,
you got to beat Nuggets, but now, fortunately for Minnesota, though, Warriors have not had Steph, and they're not going to.
No.
Yeah, but here's the thing: Minnesota, they haven't. I had to look at the last game, but they weren't shooting it very well from 3 up until the last few games. But
no, they were like
that's the thing. They can.
I think was it the game that they lost? The Timberwolves were like 0 for 20 from 3 at a point, I believe.
Yeah, but they've shot bad and won too. That's what they do, man. And they'll shoot bad and still win the game. But Thunder got to get past Denver first. Still got to close this thing out.
Hey, what's up, Jokers? John says the only thing up for Jokers is points and rebounds tonight, 44 and 15.
Yeah.
Were you worried he was going to get 50 and 20 there for a second?
I didn't care how many he got as long as the Thunder won.
Oh, it was going through my head from the live the other day when I made a
Minnesota's got a good bench. They got Alexander, who's really good off the bench. Naz Reid comes off the bench. They're really good off the bench.
And, I think Jaden McDaniels, he's one of the best defensive players in the NBA. And
he's really good.
Jaden McDaniels, he's given Shai some trouble in the past.
He's a really good defender.
So
really.
Because he's long and he can match Shai with his length. So I think that's an interesting matchup.
Hey, there were some rumors and rumblings going around that they were going to announce the MVP before the game tonight at the game.
That was so dumb.
Well, when are they going to announce this?
Probably after the series.
Do they not have a date set to announce it? What's the deal?
No.
I don't know, man.
Well, there's been no announcement or anything.
But why don't they do that? Why is it not like any other sport where you have a date where?
Well, they used to have a whole award ceremony, and they don't do that anymore. In my opinion, they should wait till after the playoffs to do the awards.
Yeah. Please don't give Jokic any more bulletin board material, please.
I agree. Please announce it later.
Said, sorry, Jackson. I don't even know what they said.
I knew when he shot that fadeaway 3 it was going in. He's just the guy's insane, man.
Oh, it was insane. Over Chet Holmgren, who was right in his Murray made a shot with Lou Dort draped all over him. Hey, but it doesn't matter. You know why, guys? 112-105. The OKC Thunder
huge
come from behind in a massive Game 5 win. They are growing up before our eyes, ladies and gentlemen. And is this the year they grow to be the NBA champions? It's going to be fun. I know one thing. We'll be here after every single game to cover it. So make sure you're subscribed to our channel. If you are not subscribed to our channel, hit it right now. Also, before you leave tonight, hit the like before you leave. Smash that like. And big kudos to the $5 super that gave that out to us earlier. Appreciate that very much. It was I can't remember who it was, but Sombrero. Yeah. Hey, thanks. Hit the like before you leave. Thanks so much, everyone. Thunder up. Hey, I will have the trumpet when they win.
Do you know the Queen song "Don't Stop Me Now"? I mean, can you play that one?
Of course.
Can you play that one?
I will find it, Jay, for Casey Carter after Thunder win the series.
Can you play that song for us?
I can play anything on the trumpet, Jay.
Oh, okay.
Right now, the only music I'm going to play is Counting Sheep in My Head because it's almost Friday. 10 minutes from now, guys. Hey, have a fantastic Friday, Thunder Nation. Enjoyed it tonight. Great win by the Thunder. We'll catch you next time on Thursday night, Jackson, not Friday. Catch you next time.